Detroit has long been a city in need of economic revival. While it still boasts remarkable architecture and historic homes along Lake Michigan, its industrial decline left a deep economic void. One company stepping into that gap is Shinola Watches, though their offerings extend to bicycles, leather goods, and more. Marketed as an upstart micro-brand, Shinola was actually founded by the entrepreneur behind the billion-dollar watch giant Fossil. The company built its identity around being American, built and operating a watch factory in Detroit. This narrative of contributing to the city's revitalization has become the heart of Shinola's branding and PR strategy, so much so that two U.S. presidents, Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, have publicly praised them. But here's the question. Are Shinola's American-made claims as genuine as they sound, or are they more marketing spin than manufacturing truth? And perhaps the bigger question for watch buyers is this. Are Shinola watches a good value for money alternative to the established luxury brands? Let's find out in this video. While they're labeled as an American micro brand, they're hardly a David among Goliaths. That is, when one considers that Shinola was founded by Tom Kartsotis in 2011. This is the man behind Fossil Watches and the company that is currently owned by Texas-based Bedrock Group, LP, a company that is believed to have more than $2 billion in assets under its management. Shinola has differentiated itself by creating a wide range of Americana watches with a vintage flair. One of their most well-known collections is the Runwell, a favorite of former American President Bill Clinton, who reportedly owns 13 Shinola watches, including the Runwell. The Runwell is a great example of the brand's classic sturdy design cues, accurate quartz movements, and all-American looks. The Vinton is another popular Shinola collection featuring classic inspirations with trendy accents. Known for their unique color options and galoche-style patterns, the dress timepieces give off an upmarket sense of style. The Canfield Sports Collection is known for its durability, water-resistant features, and useful chronographs. The watches in this collection are a favorite among people who enjoy being outdoors. While Shinola is viewed by some watch enthusiasts and experts with skepticism, they've gained a loyal niche following that appreciates their American manufacturing narrative and cause, in addition to their build quality, style, and attention to detail. Their watches are priced higher than many of their mid-luxury watch competitors, and this has led some to question their value, especially when considering the discrepancies in their American build story with the reality of their mixed third-party foreign parts. In 1907, the Shinola brand was born, first as a shoe polish company, but in 2011 the brand was rebranded as a watchmaker in Detroit. Their mission was to do more than just create quality, stylish Americana watches. Their goal was to do their bit to kick off a movement to help boost the economy in the city of Detroit. One way Shinola has distinguished itself is through its collaborations with celebrated American designers and artists. The collections and limited edition timepieces they've created have increased their reputation as a curator of the cultural heritage of the city and its artists. Over the years, they've diversified their business platform by branching out into other product lines, including jewelry, leather goods, audio equipment, and a hotel. This effort proves that Shinola is more than just a watchmaker. This has been a long-term strategy by the company's leadership in positioning Shinola as a luxury lifestyle brand. While Shinola watches have also been praised by former Prime Minister David Cameron of the UK and American billionaire and owner of the Washington Commanders Dan Snyder, they've also faced their share of criticism. Despite their claims of revitalizing American manufacturing, it seems their watches are only assembled in the US. The movements are sourced from Switzerland, and many of the components are purportedly a mix of third-party parts from Europe, China, and Thailand. When questioned about this, the company stated that the laws are different for watches and their claims are technically and legally accurate. To be fair, their timepieces are stamped with the phrase, "Built in America," not "Made in America." However, whether their claims of American built are less than honest is for the watch-buying public to decide. Are you wondering what led to the controversy behind the brand over the years? Well, let's get into it. This has been an ongoing issue, and it even came down to back-and-forth discussions with the Federal Trade Commission back in 2016. After that point, Shinola wasn't able to keep their marketing facade any longer. The truth behind the brand isn't a deal-breaker for everyone, but it definitely had an effect on how people viewed them. More specifically, a lot of Shinola parts come from a brand called Ronda AG, which is a Swiss company. Public perception aside, the brand has still come a long way and is still actively operating. While the controversy is entirely understandable, it was likely a hard lesson for the company at the time. For casual watch lovers, they likely wouldn't have ever picked up on the issue. However, you can bet on enthusiasts to find every pro, con, and truth about a watch with enough time. Over the years, the brand has done well and maintained a strong position in the market. People still love what they have to offer, and a lot of that initial skepticism has subsided since. Nevertheless, it's a great example of why you should look into the fine print and try not to shop based on looks alone. In the world of horology, a watchmaker's heritage counts for a lot. For watch collectors and enthusiasts, there's more to consider than a watch's style and perceived build quality. Their history matters to many because it's a company story, and that story identifies the culture and ideals of a company and its founders. It's also a track record of the company's accomplishments, demonstrating whether they've lived up to their stated ideals. This heritage shapes the company's brand and image in the public's minds, and often is a major determining factor in whether their timepieces will serve as a good long-term investment. Many critics have argued that Shinola has no real heritage. Their argument generally goes like this. Shinola founders took an old shoe polish brand totally unrelated to watchmaking and tried to artificially capture the nostalgia of America's past with their designs and promises to revitalize Detroit. Yet they've fallen short of those promises and have no real connection to a deep watchmaking history. All this speaks to an issue of credibility in the minds of their critics. Typically, a watch micro brand aims to deliver high-quality luxury timepieces for a lower price, making them more attainable to a broader audience. They often keep their collections in the sub-$1,000 category without sacrificing quality materials and solid automatic movements. Considering this, Shinola watches aren't exactly a deal, at least in the minds of some critics. They're priced as a mid-range luxury watch brand. Yet many of their models that are $500+ models come with cheap, mass-produced quartz movements and other inexpensive third-party parts. Some simply think there are better options out there and expect more from a mid-range luxury watch at that price point. There's another side to the story, however. It's important to acknowledge some of Shinola's stronger points. Even if the brand isn't your style, it's pretty hard to argue that they lack style. Many of their designs are clean and elegant, and some of the dials and color combinations are downright eye-catching. At the very least, they should be respected as a fashion brand, considering their ability to consistently balance vintage vibes with modern touches and the diverse representation of their limited editions. Birthed from partnerships with local artistry, which perfectly capture the city's special heritage. While the watch experts can take their swipes at the brand's movements, their cases and dials are well finished. Often the straps and bracelets are of respectable quality as well. The timepieces are both accurate and relatively durable. Most of their products show care and attention to detail when it comes to the exteriors of the watches that most will see and feel. Now let's move on to the watch collection, starting with the Shinola Runwell. The Runwell is arguably Shinola's most popular collection. It's available in a wide variety of combinations. The timepiece is Shinola's take on a field watch, and I think the designs are relatively handsome. One can select a case size of 41mm or 47mm. The cases come in stainless steel, titanium gunmetal, and yellow gold plated, among others. Most of the dials feature Arabic numerals, but they come in a plethora of colors, from shades of blue, green, black, silver, gray, white, soft yellow, and orange. Some have leather, fabric, or rubber straps. Others have stainless steel, PVD, coated options, and titanium bracelets. Some are simple three-hand watches, others are chronographs, and some come with a date display. There are options for quartz movements at a lower price point or automatic movements at a higher price point. The prices range from the upper $500s to over $1,500. The materials and finishing work speak to the quality of the timepieces. There are contrasting polished and satin finishes on the cases. Some of the leather straps have contrasting hand stitching. Most of the straps come with a simple tang buckle. Some of the bracelets are brushed and offer twin-release butterfly clasps. Overall, the Runwell presents well and seems durable. The Shinola Monster. Their Monster collection of sports watches is tough and made for those that like to play hard. Some in the collection are designed for pilots and world travelers with GMT tools, yet others are diverse. The cases come in sizes of 40mm, 43mm, and 45mm, and materials ranging from carbon to brushed titanium to stainless steel. They offer rotating bezels for diving or GMT that in some cases feature ceramic inserts. The dials come in a variety of colors like black, white, shades of blue, shades of green, and orange. Some have indices, others have a mix of Roman numerals and indices, and all of them have date windows. The collection includes bracelets of titanium and steel. Many of the bracelets offer micro adjustment, others have leather, rubber, or fabric straps. All of the timepieces in this collection are equipped with automatic movements, primarily from Solida, and some are superior while others are more basic. They all feature screw-down crowns, with the divers boasting a water resistance of 300 meters, and most of the others are resistant to 100 meters. MSRPs range from mid-1600s to nearly $3,000. Shinola Canfield. The Canfield is a collection of sporty yet refined timepieces from Shinola for both men and women. The watches straddle the line between dressy and sporty. Some of the timepieces in this collection have similar style cues to the Runwell line, with some notable distinctions, such as unique leather straps in colors like oxblood, a kind of purple-brown. Most in the collection feature quartz movements, though one is automatic. The one automatic comes with a Solida movement with a 56-hour power reserve. Most are 2 and 3 register chronographs, though they have a couple of simple displays. Case sizes range from 38mm to 45mm, and while most are stainless steel, some are plated gold and steel. These are larger watches, as even 38mm is fairly large for a woman's watch. Many traditionalists would consider even their smaller 38mm offerings to be typically a size for men. The dials come in a variety of colors: gunmetal, brown, black, blue, gray, and white. They either have fixed bezels or no bezel at all, and some have features like tachymeter scales. Some dial options offer a classic mother-of-pearl texture. Some have Arabic numerals and date windows. They have screw-down crowns, and some offer push buttons. Most of them are water-resistant to 50 meters, so they are sportier in design than use. The bracelet and strap materials range from ceramic to leather and metal. Some of the leather straps are perforated and have a racing design, priced from the upper $600 to nearly $3,000 MSRP. Shinola Detrola. The Detrola collection is a more everyday casual wristwatch. All of the watches in this collection have quartz movements and reasonable price points. The cases range in sizes from 40mm and all the way up to 43mm. Some of the cases are steel, but mostly they are a composite made from plastics and other recycled materials found in the ocean. They all have date windows. The dial colors come in clear, natural, black, green, blue, and yellow. They're all vibrant, fun colors, as are many of the bezels. They offer straps in nylon, rubber, silicone, and ocean plastic. Most of them are water-resistant to 50 and 100 meters. The watches in this collection are decent, everyday watches that come in exciting colors and offer a statement of one's love for the environment. Priced from the upper 300s to the mid-400s MSRP. Shinola Mechanic. This collection is a tribute to the sign painters of Detroit that refer to themselves as mechanics for their commitment to exactness and the lucidness of their messages. This collection features 3 timepieces, all with vintage vibes, from their domed crystal to the sign painting cues on the dial. They all have 39mm stainless steel cases, and they're all simple 3-hand watches. The dial color options are cream, green, and black with Roman numerals. The open case back reveals a mechanical hand-wound movement. They're all fitted with leather straps in brown, green, and black. They all come with push-down crowns and 50 meters of water resistance. All 3 timepieces are smartly styled, and one would undoubtedly get a lot of positive comments on these. However, at a price of $1,500, it's hard to justify when one is only getting a simple watch that offers no features other than time, including a mechanical movement, in contrast to an automatic watch that lacks a screw-down crown. There's a lot to like about Shinola watches from an aesthetic standpoint. They're both modern with their simple, clean designs, and yet vintage in their choice of materials and style. Before you jump in and buy any watch, it's important to consider the pros and cons of each brand and specific model. Shinola appeals to those who admire the company's mission of revitalizing Detroit and the philosophy of bringing manufacturing jobs back to America. Wearing a Shinola timepiece will send a moral signal, letting everyone know where you stand. Shinola also appeals to watch buyers who value fashion over a watch company's heritage or the intricacy and complexity of a watch's movement. Shinola really delivers on fashion-forward concepts and has positioned itself as a luxury brand that goes beyond watches. There's also a loyal following of collectors that value Shinola for their limited edition timepieces, made in partnership with some talented local artists, which have captured the spirit of the city and its heritage in their designs. Besides the controversy of being built in Detroit, the main criticism of Shinola from watch experts is that they have high price points, yet offer few features and lower-end movements. These are the same kinds of criticisms that a watch company like Movado has faced by watch snobs who tend to put a lower premium on fashion in watches. All this being said, there are many competitors to Shinola that one might consider, and we'll identify 3 that are trying to capture a similar American ethos. Bulova. Bulova has a rich history and was founded in 1875 as an American luxury watch company. They are currently owned by Citizen, a Japanese conglomerate. The brand was first introduced to American audiences via the radio and is often remembered fondly by older American generations for its radio ads. They're also known for being the company that standardized the production of watches and for developing the first fully electronic watch with tuning fork-based technology, which at the time allowed them to produce the most accurate timepieces in the world. They offer a wide range of designs, in contrast to Shinola. Bulova is priced more conservatively and gives buyers a better value for the money option over Shinola. They were also a favorite of Frank Sinatra, so you can't get more American than that. Hamilton is another company with a rich American heritage. They were founded in 1892 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. As a brand, they cemented their relationship with the American public by producing quality wristwatches for the American military during World War II. They're now owned by Swatch Group, a Swiss company, and they're known for their build quality and superiority and reliability of their mechanical movements. Hamilton offers classic Americana designs, like Shinola, but their movements are more highly respected by watch experts. The Ball Watch Company is another watch brand with deep American roots and a connection to American railroad industry. They offer rugged and spirited designs and are well respected for the quality of their movements and their extensive features. Some are priced higher than Shinola, but they have many models that are in the same price range while offering more features. There's a lot to like about Shinola, from its mission to its vintage and artistic designs. They build quality, reliable, and accurate wristwatches that have attracted the attention and admiration of a number of high-profile politicians and business persons. They've also attracted criticism over their claims about being built in Detroit, when some argue they're little more than assembled in the city. They disappoint others with their higher price points, lower-end movements, and lack of complex features. All we can say is, ultimately, it's up to you, the buyer. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more content like this.